Hi, everybody. It's Linda G. Good to see you all again. So we want to take a quick look-see at some of the stuff going on right now. It is so very sad about what's going on in Gaza and Israel. Somebody wrote me and told me in my 2023 predictions, I can't remember, like 23 minutes in, I had said Netanyahu was going to do something really stupid. Well, what he did that was stupid was he fanned the flames for something that was already getting ready to bust. He did not treat the Palestinians very well, and it came back to haunt him. I'm not agreeing with what Hamas did to the citizens. But now they're sitting there, guns in hand, and pretty near knowing we're close to the end of Israel as we know it. I mean, it's pretty bad, you guys. As you know, sorry, I know why my voice every time I do a show. As you know, that that bombing, immediately they said it was Israel. And then the intel has sent a lot of, there was conversations between two Hamas people that were talking about that they knew it was a bomb by a jihad, but it had nothing to do with Israel, but they were going to blame Israel anyway. Also, someone just sent me a recent picture of the hospital. The hospital itself was not hit. The parking lot was hit. And according to this person, they're looking at about 70 deaths, not 500. Notice you're not getting any pictures on the area because they can't prove 500 are dead. So anyway, but they really, really want to blame Israel. So Jordan backed out. Being able to meet with the president would have been a good meeting. Now, this is what I got before I came on here. I got that Jordan is like, show me, give me the proof that this was Israel. And now they're seeing the proof that it wasn't Israel. So I'm seeing a little bit of a step back, maybe not coming out and saying, yes, for sure, because I got to save face. But I do see a little bit of a step back. But let me tell you, Hezbollah and those guys are just waiting for Israel to come in and start searching for the people who are, including 13 Americans in the tunnels as hostages. It's very sad, you guys. I cannot begin to tell you. They were looking to Biden to see what he could do to help them because they know they're going to use everything they have. And of course, like everybody else, they're looking to America. They better hit up Germany too. So let's take a look-see. So apparently the president's going to do a speech tomorrow. And then he's asking for 100 billion for Israel, for Taiwan, and for oh, I just got another hit. Hold on. And for Ukraine. I just got another hit of Putin doing this. Yeah. Let me get in there. And President Yi or whatever from China, he's looking at the weakening of the United States if we put out everything towards Israel. Tell me about Israel. Now, listen, you guys, I get a lot of people writing me, telling me about Palestine and Israel. And, I'm not here to take sides on anything. I'm very upset that that hospital, the parking lot got bombed. And yet Netanyahu still isn't that stupid right there. He still hasn't turned on the lights or the water. How are these people supposed to take care of themselves? Days have gone by and children are starving. I mean, yeah, Hamas did terrible, but don't blame the whole realm. But like I said, people are sending me things hoping that I get it. It's not for me to get it. I'll tell you why. Please forgive. Because I talk to a realm outside of this. these people that have given us a lot of correct statements, like Jim Jordan didn't win the House, did he? Like COVID was coming, like everything they say. They say it and I repeat it. It's not for me to decipher or interpret. If I was to say, if like this bombing, they would have told me Israel did it. I would have said, oh, shoot, you guys, Israel did it. And it could, because even the bomb that hit the parking lot was a mistake. They didn't mean to hit that parking lot, but the jihads, it was an accident. Because there was a lady just on the news saying every night bombs are going off. They sleeping in the bomb shelters, and at that they can't sleep. So please don't write me as if I'm a commentator representing any side whatsoever. Yeah, there's certain people I don't like. Netanyahu is one of the top, as well as Trump for me. I just don't like him. I just feel he's not a very good person. That's my own feeling, but if I was wrong, I'm sure the guides would say, now, Linda, just like they told me, don't talk so much trash about Trump because you put yourself in a state of resistance. Don't give him that much credit. Shuffle him off like a nothing burger. So, okay. Tell me about Jerusalem. I just want to ask about Jerusalem. Did you hear about that family with that little girl? They thought she was kidnapped, and then they found her dead, and they wept with joy. They weep with joy because they just were so scared the suffering she would have put up with as being kidnapped. What these people are doing makes absolutely no sense beyond Jerusalem. I'm talking about this Hamas and all this anger, and it's causing people that live amongst them to suffer too. And it's like I see it bursting. I see an explosion. Not necessarily a real explosion. They're going all over the world. They just killed a 6-year-old Palestine boy in the United States. Tell me about Israel. So many people have volunteered for that army. See, they're going to negotiate, but I think there'll be some fighting before the negotiation. There's a negotiation here, but trying to work with the demon. Very ugly, you guys. And no rushing. Work your way into it. The demon is in control of these caged animals. I don't know about Iran getting involved. I'm almost feeling Iran just watching it, but throwing some money at it. Money has a lot to do with this, so I don't know. Israel will end up okay. I got to tell you this. The 4 of Wands is the outcome. Success through harmony. And I wouldn't doubt, did I say this before, that a woman ends up running things? They get rid of Netanyahu. There's like some people coming forward and saying yes. And I think to make peace, they get rid of him. They say, see you later, alligator. So the vengeance and the hate cannot be stopped with some of these people, but I see mass extermination of the people that are not of Israel, of the people that are trying to cause all this mishap. I see even the social media being shut down, or something with social media. Knock it off, they're saying. So maybe something's coming out on social media that's false. Because you still got people saying that Jerusalem did it, but then even the overhead, when they were looking at this, there was no crevice in the ground that would have been caused by a bomb from Israel. But like I said, my friend just sent the photo of the hospital intact, but there was 70 deaths in the parking lot. So, they keep repeating the same film of the same people intact coming out of a van. That has nothing to do with the bombing in the hospital or even in the parking lot. Like the big van pulls up and they're pulling out. So I don't know. They're trying to get people riled up. But I see Jordan. I don't know who's in charge of Jordan. But I see Jordan kind of pissed off that they were being fed a bunch of lies. But they'll save face, but they'll do something. They'll back up. That's what I'm getting. They'll back up. But it's scary, you guys. I don't see a nuke. I do not see a nuke, but I see ground combat and lives will be lost. But they're not really lost because even if you die, you continue, but still. Boy, Israel is just trying to keep the bombs from not hitting them. Netanyahu is scared. I'm going to tell you right now, I just felt his energy. He's not sleeping either. First, he was furious. Now he's scared. And there are people that I just heard that were talking from Israel that said they realize now how bad they treated the Palestinians and they want peace. But it's a little kind of a day late and a dollar short. So there is a price to pay, but they should. Beheading children has nothing to do with getting even. Okay. Just horrible. And I told you guys about the Israeli soldiers couldn't get these Hamas soldiers or whatever they're called to come out. So they bombed the building. And when they went in, they found 8 children tied together who had been shot. So they had been dead before they bombed the building, and a couple that were holding each other. So it's very, very sad. Pray for peace as much as you can, you guys. I don't see them. I see the neo-Nazis. Are they going to hit Jewish facilities? They're planning on it. Boy, our intel is working overtime, listening to everything. Trump was not a help at all. Yeah, his son is Jewish, but he wasn't a help at all. And his daughter's Jewish now. Okay. United States of America, are we going to be looking at some terrorist action? They're trying to build up to it. They're definitely looking towards 3 different things that might take place. Looks like we'll be able to catch a lot of them. Fortune's fate, and God is overseeing us. Something higher than the president. This is God. This is stopping the drama. So I think there will be some events, but it doesn't look, I'm not getting the tower or the 10 of cups. I'm not getting Armageddon in the United States. It might be so bad as far as their ability to be able to do something that they just give up. I just saw a lot of people holding hands. So I think, did you see the group that showed up in Washington, you guys? It was the Jewish, and it was Palestinians, American Palestinians, gathering together at Congress, holding hands and saying, stop the bombing. Well, actually, I don't know if they realize, but a lot of the bombing is coming from the other side into Jerusalem. But maybe I could be wrong. Maybe Jerusalem is still bombing. I don't know, but God bless them, because that's what peace, we need to have peace, okay? Later, we can get the people that did this, maybe be able, when we have peace, to decipher who it was, but they'll always pay, as you know, and you can't take a soul's energy. You may take their life, but you can't take their soul. So they will all burn, if you know what I mean. Okay. Okay, let's do Jim Jordan. Aren't those guys just fantastic? I did that short little clip because everybody, even the news, was saying, well, it looks like he'll be able to get in. And I was telling the guys, what? And sure enough, we did that little spread, and my guide said, oh, hell no. Thank you, guys. We really appreciate it. You know, that's what keeps you guys watching this, because you know those babies. Just, you know, I just got to be clear-minded, you know. And I have to tell you the truth. So if he was going to be, I would have told you, but it kept showing no. Okay, so I want you to know that Jim Jordan, has decided to go yet again. And guess what? There's going to be more votes against him. So 2 more came today. There'll probably be 4 more by then. I do not see, everybody's praying that Hakeem Jeffries would get, but he's not going to be the speaker. He will win when we take over, but not now. They just can't, stomach it, you guys. But I think the little guy with the big bow tie, he's a little kitty, but I don't know what his politics are like. But I think they might be able to get him in temporarily. That's my feeling. And I asked my pendulum. I should have wrote down his name. I just feel that they're going to get so desperate, they'll just say, put this guy, the temporary guy, in and give him the powers. That's what I'm feeling. Liz Cheney, no, you guys. They hate her. So no. Notice how Trump isn't offering his services because he knows he's going to lose and he doesn't want to go through that. Because right now he's spilling ketchup because Jim Jordan, and they're not listening to him. So let's just take a look, see at what happens. I don't know. I guess they're going to come up again tomorrow, Thursday. But I also want to look and see what Trump's feeling about this, because I know he's upset that they're not doing it. Jim Jordan, his patsy. He really is. Jim Jordan is not a good person, as you guys know. He does nothing. Even the speaker that left, the one that always cried, he said he's a destroyer. He just doesn't care. He's just there to destroy. Okay, Liz Cheney's not going to get it. I can give you that much. Okay, so tomorrow, here's the demons all together working away. And our whole streams of wishes is the 6 of Wands, so there'll be success. But it's saying efforts bear fruit as the outcome, which means, even I don't know how many times we're going to go to the table, but it feels like it's going to, even though it's taking so bloody long, it's what ends up happening is we're going to have somebody that we're going to be okay. Tom Cole presented him Jordan today. I was very surprised because I thought that guy had a good shoulders, a good head on his shoulders. Ended up he's one of them. It's very sad. And maybe even the little guy that's up in front. I'll have to look him up, you guys. You know, and that's the hard part, because I don't want to do too much homework on these people. I have to go by what I feel. You know, I can't predestine or look at somebody and say, oh, well, he's this or he's that. Just like when I found out that, who's the lady that just died on Three's Company? How soon I forget. She was a Trumpster. She loved Trump. And they can't help it. Some people just fell. But she was the modus operandus, you know, she had the look, the Trump look. And I guess he had something nice to say about her. So, anyway, okay. So God rest her soul. May she rest in peace. But it was like, and the other thing is, I watched that Buffalo show, you guys. But my heart's broken at Ken Burns. Did you see the pictures of Justice Thomas with his salesman or back, the guy that bought him all his gigs and took him to the best places? The one that has something coming up for the Supreme Court? What's his name? Anyway, that guy and Justice Thomas and Ken Burns were in a photograph. And that broke my heart. And who else was the other one that was there? Pierce Bronson. But you know, this is all about money, and I'm sure that guy puts a lot of money in the Ken Burns documentary. So, you know, some people will follow the money, but it still was heartbreaking. But the Buffalo show, I've heard these stories before. It's so sad. It's so sad. But thank you guys for writing me and saying, did you watch this? Yes, I did watch it. Okay, so I think, now hold on. Let me put you on pause and get this guy's name. Well, Patrick McHenry is the gentleman's name. He is a Republican, but he declined to side with President Trump to overturn the 2020 election. So I like him. So let's check him out. Okay, first I'll ask my pendulum, then I'll do 3 cards. Angel of Light and Mercy. Well, Patrick McHenry be our speaker, our temporary with powers. Absolutely, yes. You know, it was saying no. It was even saying no on Jeffries for this time. Patrick McHenry. Are you going to end up being our sort of permanent speaker, at least for this, for Israel and all the stuff we have coming up? I heard yes. Okay. Thank you. Listen to your intuition. Well, I heard yes. He can be really good at juggling all kinds of projects at once. Interesting, McCarthy picked him, you guys. Judgment. Choose a path that aligns with your talents. He'll be he's one that will be good at coming to a fair conclusion. I gotta tell you, I'm thinking I could be wrong. Thank you, guides. Thank you, guides. Okay, so list how many more times we're gonna have to tell Jordan no. Are we voting tomorrow on Jordan? Saying yes. Will Jordan win? No. Are we voting Friday on Jordan? No. Saturday? No. Sunday? No. Monday? Yes. Tuesday? No. Okay, so by Monday of next week, will we pick a speaker? It's saying yes. So next week, we're going to pick a speaker. Jesus, we're right up like that. I think they'll put through a temporary, just bada bing, bada boom. The president's going to make a speech asking for that money. And people, you know, there won't be any problem in the Senate with this. So they will change the rules, you guys. So if this ever happens, because you could have had, let's say McCarthy had throat cancer or something. He was suffering with something and he couldn't work, you know, and he had that guy put in as his temporary. But you got to give the temporary some powers, okay? I think they'll change the law, so that'll happen. So McHenry, and I'm glad to hear he did not go for the uh-oh, somebody just wrote me some. Okay, all right. So my friend Dan just showed me a link from Annie Grayer Don Bacon tells Jake Tapper that Jim Jordan is going to lose more votes tomorrow if Jordan holds another speaker vote. What did I just get done saying? Cello, cello. Okay, so now let's go back to what we need to talk about. Somebody asked, what's the purpose of Putin meeting with China? Is there something untoward, the reason Putin is meeting with China? It's saying yes. Okay. My hits, and I'll double check it, almost like, since so much like he wants China to put money towards fighting Israel, to cause all this chaos because it's going to screw us up, the American. It's sort of a sideways to mess us up. And then if we can do this and weaken America's military, then you can hit Taiwan, and that we just don't have the resources to help. We'll check it out. I think, I gotta tell you something, I just got this hit. I think that our intel knows this stuff. And it makes you wonder about Tuberville. Was he deliberately doing all that? Was it beyond abortion? Because was it that he knew that other nations were going to try to weaken the military? I don't know, but remember that America and Egypt tried to tell Netanyahu, they're coming for you, sucker. And he wouldn't listen. He wouldn't listen. Okay. No, somebody said, what about Adam Kissinger? No. Okay. Okay, so that's what I got. Putin in China. God is always looking out for us, you guys. The master. He's presenting a case. He's presenting something that involves money. I told you. He's presenting something that involves money and military. Will he be successful? This guy from China, he's not listening to. And here's the other thing. I think that President Biden is well aware of what's going on. So will he be successful in getting China? Now, see, they're sitting there looking at this, thinking, looking at the bombings ahead, going, I don't know if I'm going to get involved. Remember, China's struggling for money too. So, yes, listen to this, you guys. So, will there be swift action against Trump for dosing New York AG, or he put on his internet her personal info online, including her home address? Will there be anything that comes of that? I just have to ask with this because it's so fascinating. It tends to be right. Angel of light and mercy. Will Trump pay a price for publicly displaying Attorney James's home address? Oh, it's saying yes. Okay. Will the judge get mad at him and do something? Yes. And let me tell you, I got the weirdest flash. It might be maybe a wish flash. And I've always said he wouldn't serve jail, but I almost see this judge saying, you know what? You're going to be like put in a place like a jail. It might not be for long, but you need to shut up. And any trouble she goes through with having to get extra help or bodyguards, you're going to pay for. But I saw them putting him someplace. It was weird. It was almost like a jail, but like a cell. I mean, he might serve in a cell for a few. And I see Secret Service saying, oh, but we can't. And she said, figure it out. That's what I heard. I'll just tell it to you guys. I heard that. Okay. So I think there'll be action. I think they're going to present it. Letitia James will act very strong, but that crosses the line right there. I don't care how strong you are. You've got no right giving out a person's home address. None whatsoever. As it is, Jack had to leave his home. He sold his house. He left. No one knows where he lives, which is good. Probably his wife and kid live someplace else. I have them all for dinner on Fridays. That's all I can tell you. Okay, so Sarah Huckabee Sanders, I heard about this lectern gate. She, oh my God, it's so funny. She used $19,000. Do you see how she was following the Trump train? Do you see how they just feel entitled? Oh yeah, I'll tell you what, this is how I'll do it. Her dad probably did a bunch of stuff like that. He might have even advised her. This is how I used to do it. So how much trouble is she going to get into? Let me ask my pendulum first, and then I'll do a spread on it. Angel of light and mercy. Is Sarah Huckabee going to be in trouble? Absolutely, yes. She hasn't even paid the money back yet. It's almost like she doesn't have it. Will she be criminally charged? This is saying yes. Will she be criminally charged in the month of October? No. November. November. I didn't think it'd be that fast. Let's double check it, you guys. Ooh, Jesus, you'd think she'd have a lot of money because I can tell she sews her own dresses. Not nice, Linda. I'm sorry. I did that sewing when I was young, you know, and oh man, I couldn't sew for nothing. I'm very impatient, so you know what I'm saying? I don't do things nice. Tell me if I got some Halloween parties to go on different people's channels. I actually got a Halloweeny outfit. Sarah Sanders, what's going to happen to you? Ace of Wands. Ooh, would they even get her out of office for being a criminal? Does that happen in Alabama? Look at this, the Ten of Swords. This is turning out bigger than she thought. She really didn't think much of this. I'm telling you, she's surprised and she's mad about whoever squealed. Ace of Cups. So there are some people around her. She looks like a fool. God is watching her. She will be the hangman. Six of Swords can mean jail time or going away, or this is on her. This is a plague on her, you guys. This is not good. This will be something that she will have to pay for. Wow. I'll be honest with you. I thought it would say, nah, she's going to get away with this. But I'm very surprised it said, no, she's going to have to pay for it. Dang. Oh, look at, I got this great gift. Check this out. I got my eye on you. I got my eye on you. That's cool. Thank you. I think I sent her the card, thanking her again. Okay, you guys. So I told you this will be short and sweet. I might just do prayers in a minute too. And we shall move forward. Okay. But it's tough right now. And I'll probably do these little short things every couple of days because we need to double check. But isn't that weird? The little short guy with the McHenry. He may be our new, remember he took that big old gavel. But at least he didn't go for Trump, you guys, and we have to get him credit. And this is for entertainment purposes only. I love you all. Thank you. Let's pray for peace. I think I'll do a prayer session next. Okay. Cheers, you guys.